Good morning. I didn't know if that was going to connect. I don't think anyone's going to get on because it's literally 6 o'clock in the morning, but I feel like Facebook has been happy since I haven't skipped my lives after being gone at the lake. So if you saw any of my lives today, this is just going to be like a quick get ready with me and chit chat kind of live because I'm going to my grandma's house and it's 6 o'clock in the morning. We're gonna leave here by 7. But anyways, I went to the lake for like 5 days or something, and so I didn't go live at all in those 5 days. And everybody's notifications got turned off. A couple people's pages that like tune in regularly and like that told me about it unfollowed my page. And the traction has just been not good this week. So I'm like, if I'm getting ready, even though I know most people are not on their phones yet or they're in bed, I know a few of you are in like different time zones and stuff, but I'm like, I might as well just jump on to keep Facebook happy. So I've been loving this eye cream. I'll have everything linked up in the description just in case you want to grab anything. Do not ever feel obligated at all. Just you being here means a lot to me. So don't ever feel like, oh my gosh, I have to buy something, or no. Obviously, do I appreciate it a ton? If you want something and you use one of my links, yes, that is huge for me, but I'll have everything linked for your convenience. All right, our SPF color correcting primer. This has been, I would say, like my top product this summer. That's just kind of like a new product, something I didn't use before summer. So it's SPF 50, makeup primer, and a color corrector in one, and it is super affordable. And unlike most SPFs, it actually wears beautifully under makeup. It looks good all day. It has a really pretty glow. It does not like peel up, ball up, none of that. It's honestly really good, especially for the price. I was shocked at how affordable it is. And then I'm just gonna, I don't have a good brow routine. Do not do this. I'm just kidding. I mean, you can do whatever you want, but if you have good eyebrows, don't follow my routine because I do not have good eyebrows. I've done about a bajillion different ways to like fill them in, trace them out, all of that. So yeah, but lately, I guess since it's summer, I've just been going for like a more natural look, and I basically just have been combing them and kind of shaping them with this brow glue, and that's all I've been doing. So it's quick, it's easy, but is it perfect? Definitely not. Good morning, Darcy. I didn't know if anyone would get on this early, so it's exciting to see you. Up to anything fun today? I'm just looking at my little mirror over here so I can try to get my eyebrows to match as close as possible. Good morning, Marla. Oh my gosh, it's been so long since I've seen you on a live. What have you been up to? I miss your face. I hope you guys are having a good summer. Okay, there is that. I'm kind of trying to sweat. Does anyone else do that? Like, I always take really hot showers, and then I kind of get like overheated, and I'm like, I can't be sweating under my makeup when I'm like trying to get ready. And then I'm drinking hot coffee. Don't get me wrong, I'd rather be hot than cold, but I'm like, not under my makeup. Plus I have my makeup light, so you know, I'm sure that puts out some heat. All right, Unique powder, an oldie but a goodie, guys. I have been using this powder since my Unique Girl days, which lasted like 10 years. I love it. I love trying new makeup. I love playing in makeup and trying cheap brands, expensive brands, like having a little mix, but I always come back to this powder. It is so pretty. It can be, the way I'm applying it today, I would say it's more of a medium coverage because I'm just taking a little bit on a brush and kind of pressing it in, but it's hydrating, it's glowing, it wears well. It's a little more on the expensive side at $40 a container, but honestly, with high-end makeup, I've seen it way higher than that. So middle for expensive. Busy summer, yes. Well, I'm glad it's busy. Hopefully that's a good thing. Nothing fun planned today. It is going to be a rainy day. Okay, so we're going to my grandma's today. By the way, you guys, I'm kind of still fighting the full body hives. They are definitely fading on my arm. My legs this morning are like, I was putting lotion on. They are like covered in little tiny bumps. But at least it seems to be clearing up on my upper body. I can still see it on my arms a bit, but not as bad as it has been. I'm kind of over it. Anyways, we are going to go visit my grandma today. And I try to leave early because it's about, like, with no stops the way that I go, because I pick my sister up on the way, it's about 3.5 hours. But then, usually when I get to Billings, which is where my sister lives, I drive up to her house, and she kind of lives in like this maze part of Billings. Drive up to her house, then I get gas usually if I need to, because I don't want to pull off the interstate once we get on that. And then we might go to Starbucks. So it usually takes me till about 4 hours by the time we go through town and all of that. So I try to leave pretty early. But I'm excited to do that. It is kind of a long day, just like with the drive and stuff. But I'm always excited to go see my grandma. So I loved going to my grandma's house when I was little. Like, I didn't want to go to daycare at all. And I couldn't understand why I couldn't just go to my grandma's every single day. They were like retired at this time. So I was like, honestly, I think if it were up to my grandma, she probably would have just let me do that. But I think my grandpa, like, I probably wanted to, like, have retirement, you know, like, travel and, like, stuff like that. But, yeah, I was just like, I don't understand why I can't just go to grandma's, like, every day. Like, why do I have to go to daycare at all? Grandma would love to have me there. This is in my little kid mind. But then, obviously, I have my younger sister, so I'm sure it seemed like, you know, once we had 2 kids, then obviously she still babysat us or whatever you want to call it, watched us. She's our grandma. But they did do a lot of traveling and stuff. So anyways, even when I was little, I loved going to my grandma's house. And I still do love going to my grandma's house. Usually what we would do is like cook. A lot of what we did was cook. Have fun, be safe with the crazies out there on the road. So true, Marla. Yeah, I will, but thank you. Another thing I liked to do when I was little was fold washcloths up, which is really weird, and like pretend to iron them, just like the little square washcloths. So she just let me do a lot of like weird stuff that I like to do, and I guess that's part of the reason I probably like going there. I got a little crazy on my highlighter. Alright, same highlighter we've been doing, Gold Rush by Ophir's bronzer, and I'm just going to go in with Lychee Blush. This has just been my go-to face lately, so once you have your go-to face down, it's quick and easy to repeat it. Another thing I really liked to do when I was little that obviously my mom didn't let, I guess it isn't obvious, but my mom didn't let me do this, but my grandma did, is play with matches. But, I mean, she was, like, right there watching me, so I guess she figured, like, it's probably fine. Anyway, we are going to try a new restaurant today. Not new in general, new to us. It's called Farmer's Daughter, I think. Anyways, I think it's kind of a local type restaurant. I don't think it's like a big chain or anything. So I'm excited to try that. My grandma wanted to take us there last time. But, they close early. It's more like a breakfast place, which we didn't realize. So last time we missed it. We didn't have enough time to get there. So she wanted us to come early and then like go eat when we get there so that we don't miss it this time. That is the blush I use. I love it. It's kind of like a tried and true. Like it just kind of always looks good, you know? But yeah, we love going to see our grandma, and we don't really do much, honestly. My grandma's 86, so she still can drive and like has her license and can walk around and all of that, but we mostly just like go to lunch and then visit. Like that's really all we do. And if my grandma does have any because she lives with my aunt, like in the same town. She has her own place, but my aunt lives there. So usually if she has any like errands or anything, my aunt takes her to do that. You know what I mean? So if she does have anything she needs, we'll take her out, you know, to drive her to whatever places or pick stuff up for her. But mostly we just hang out and visit. That's really all we do. All right, yesterday we tried number 4. Let's try number 9 today. If you haven't grabbed this yet, I'm going to have it linked. It's $10.99, guys, for 12 nude lip liners. And it's kind of fun to play in. If you like lip liner. If you don't like lip liner, skip this one. I forgot when I saw it. I think it was Darcy said they were having a rainy day. So it's supposed to be hot today. I kind of like that. It's kind of like an orangey nude. I didn't know. I thought it was going to be a little more berry from like the cover, but I like how it's kind of got a little bit more of that orangey summery tint. Anyways, it's supposed to be a high of 68 here tomorrow. How crazy is that? My husband's excited, but I'm not, because that just reminds me that, like, fall is coming. I mean, I have to work tomorrow anyway, so it's not like it really matters. Okay. We'll go with that, and then I might just put a little lip gloss or something to kind of blend it. Or a little lipsticky. I do have kind of a longer day today. I've been skipping the setting powder and I've just been going with the glow, which I like it. But since I do have a long drive and kind of a long day, I think I will do a little setting powder just to kind of help with the longevity of my makeup. I feel like my makeup lasts really well in general, but I feel like if I set it, it does get a little extra staying power, you know what I mean? This, I don't even think they make this setting powder anymore. I'm literally just trying to use it up because I don't like to waste. It's going to be in the 80s, but rainy and very muggy. Yeah, if it's 80 and still raining, that is going to be super muggy and like humid. I hope we're supposed to get some rain tomorrow, but I really don't know. Also, I am a little excited. The only one thing I am a little excited about with this cold weather is cold weather. I mean, 68 isn't cold, but it's going to be like in the 70s after that, is we have some major like weeds we need to get pulled and stuff like that in our yard that we kind of have just not been doing. And you guys know how fast weeds grow. I don't know what the ones are here, but there's one in particular that is like crazy fast growing. I mean, in like a week, it can be up to like 3-4 feet tall. Why can't grass go as good as weeds? But anyways, it's been in the hundreds here. And so even early in the morning, it's still like pretty warm. So we just haven't done that. So I think this will be a good week since we're going to have a couple days in the 70s, tomorrow 68, that we can like get those weeds caught up. It's mostly just around the fence, you know what I mean? That like the mower doesn't reach to. So we can get caught up on those, and they drive me crazy when I'm looking at them. But 90s here, way too hot. Yes, Marla, same as here. Yesterday it was like 107, I think. It was a hot one. So anyways, too hot for me to be like out pulling weeds. And these kind of weeds, unless you get them when they're really, really tiny, they have a pretty thick base. And so I find that the weed eater doesn't usually knock them down. Except for I once had this weed eater that I bought metal wire for, like what's that stuff called, like the string, that thing would knock them down. But I don't know, it was kind of a fire hazard because it would spark a little bit sometimes, like when it hit something, you know. But I mean, it did knock every single thing down. I definitely think you could cut your leg pretty bad with that one, but that was the one thing I don't like about weed eaters, is you're always having to like replace the string. It doesn't cut, like actually get stuff down. It's just getting grass, you know what I mean? So when I saw that metal one, I was like, well, this seems like this could be the answer to my problems. And then it was like, there was a few times it sparked, and I was like, oh my. And the hot grass, or the dry grass, This could be a problemo, but it did get everything. It was much faster than the string ones, and I didn't have to replace it once. But I haven't used it since like last year or something, so I need to see if we even still have it. Little mascara. Good morning, Jean. How are you? Ours is messing up. Irritates Mike. I do not like weed eating at all, and neither does Cody, and neither does anybody, I think. Because it's like the grass and the dirt and just everything like gets all over you, but I don't know, you kind of have to do it, otherwise your yard gets all like weeds everywhere, you know what I mean? And you can't get by the fence and stuff. One day if I don't have dogs, I'll probably just take my fence down and then we can just mow everything. That's going to be a long time though, because my one dog is only 4, so I'm going to be having to pull out the weed eater for quite some time before I even get close to that point in life. Got to see you today. Yay! Hi, Isla. I'm in Puerto Rico on vacation and overslept every day. Going back to Texas tomorrow. Oh my gosh, I hope you had the best vacation. I've never been to Puerto Rico, but it looks beautiful, and I'm sure it is. Okay, I'm just looking in a mirror to try to finish up my mascara. I haven't done a really tight bun in a long time, and I honestly think that's what I'm gonna do today. I don't like to do it a lot because I have fine hair, so obviously I don't think it's like that good for it just to have it pulled super, super tight all day, but it feels so good once in a while just to have your hair pulled back in like a tight bun, you know what I mean? It's not touching you, it's not on you, and it's like lifting your face up. It feels pretty good. I actually think I'm gonna get my hair trimmed by a friend this week, so I'm excited for that because even though I am trying to grow my hair out, if you're kind of new here, you might not know that I actually used to have like pretty dang long hair. And I cut it. So anyways, I kind of want to grow it back out, but obviously the split ends are fine hair's biggest sabotage when it comes to growing hair out. So if I don't get my hair trimmed, which I've been really lazy about it the last couple years, it like will not grow because it's growing, but it's just breaking off faster or like more higher up than it can grow. So I'm getting a little better about getting trims. I'm using, products that can really help like with split ends so that they don't split up the hair. Like I'd never heard of bond treatment stuff until this year. So I'm doing my best. We'll see where we end the year at. All right. I think that's it, guys. Yes, Puerto Rico would be super fun. Okay, I'm going to go put my hair in like the tightest bun known to man. But I think that is our very basic makeup to go to Graham's house with. Nothing fancy, but fresh, glowy, and definitely better than what we started with. So thanks for hanging out with me, girls. If you're new here, I go live Monday through Thursday between 8 and 8:30 Mountain Standard Time, and then very sporadically on the weekend. Sometimes I don't go live at all on the weekend, like literally ever. This weekend I've gone live Friday to Saturday, Sunday, which is my whole weekend. So sometimes I do that, but it is, like I said, ow, I hooked my fingernail. I'm surprised I didn't just pop that off. It's very sporadic, so it's at a different time every day. Sometimes it's not at all on the weekend. Sometimes it's 1 or 2 days. So if you tap the screen, the description box will pop up. And if you like getting on like actual live, click that bell and that'll turn notifications on so that we can hang out together. And then if you follow my page and add me to your favorites, that will also help you see a lot of my stuff. But anyways, thank you girls so much for hanging out with me. I didn't actually think I would get to chat with anyone. So I'm super happy that I got to visit with you girls. I didn't know if anybody would be up and on. I hoped since obviously I knew I'm in Mountain Standard Time and there are people in later time zones. But yeah, I'm excited that I actually got to see you girls. Alright, I'll have everything linked, and if you guys ever have a question, you need a color match on foundation, anything like that, do not hesitate to message me, and I will see you girls tomorrow morning. Bye guys!